Hello and welcome. My name is David Rutz, and I'm honored that I get to share with you the Youngevity business presentation. Someone asked you to take a look at this slideshow so you can decide whether or not we're the right business for you. And either way is okay with us, but we'd love to have you part of our team because we've got a movement we think is important to America and the world, and we're looking to help people financially who want to help us carry out our mission. We believe a couple things as a company. Number one, we believe that business ownership is something most people would love to have. They'd love the flexibility and financial freedom of business ownership. But we also know that conventional businesses are risky and they're unproven and most fail. So most people won't start a business. Then there's franchises as a way for people to be business owners, but those are very expensive. They're not as risky, but they're very expensive. So back to the top point there, most people would love the flexibility on financial freedom of business ownership. You'd probably love to be able to work from home or work when you want to and still make what you need to make and actually have extra income so you have flexibility but without having to go to that job. But probably like most people, you look at conventional businesses and say, they are risky. I can't risk my family, my house, everything to start a business because 9 out of 10 businesses fail. And I can't afford a franchise, but what if? What if we had a business you could start part-time from your home in an industry that's booming and there'd be no income ceiling? Also, you'd be partnered with a documented, proven company with a proven system like a franchise. And rather than having to invest thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands like most franchises, you can invest hundreds, yet get the benefit of a franchise in a booming industry with a booming company. Now, the industry we're involved in is nutrition, health and nutrition. And we believe that if you're going to own a business, a large growing industry is important and the timing is important. Well, everyone's paying attention to their health now. Baby boomers, young generation, everybody is wanting to be healthier and paying attention to their health. We also believe the third point there is making a difference is important. Most people want to be involved in a purpose nowadays. We're a purpose-driven company. We are making a difference. And it doesn't feel like work when you're investing time into helping people with their health, especially when your products really work or you're helping people earn extra money and our business really works. Those are purpose-driven causes that we're proud to be a part of. Now, nutrition supplements are one of the fastest growing industries in the world. We're right in the middle of it with a leading company. And again, we're offering people business ownership, which in today's world, many people want to be a part of. So we're attracting people who want to earn more money, and we're attracting people who want to get healthy. Let's see how we do things differently. Now, typically, when a product is sold to the marketplace, it starts from a manufacturer, and then the middleman get their hands on it. And that's where most of the cost comes in, getting it to the retail store where we finally as consumers go in and buy the product. About 8 out of every $10 spent on a product is going to the middleman. So what if you could have the finest products in the country, in the world, in nutrition, and rather than having to mark them up so they're out of the price of value by selling through a retail store, what if you could go direct to the consumer so that you could keep the product quality really high, but yet not have the prices too high? That's what Youngevity's done. See, we've got the finest products documented in the world. We believe that. And we're going to share some things we believe, and you can distinguish that yourself. But we can't sell them through retail stores. They cost too much, and we need to educate consumers about our products. That's why we go from manufacturer to consumer. You can become a Youngevity authorized agent, just like Century 21 has authorized agents, or Remax. And you can be an authorized agent of Youngevity, market their products, and get paid by taking products from manufacturer right to the consumer. Now, so you want to be a business owner. You want to be in a proven company. You know nutrition's a growing industry. You know people are involved in it. But what about Youngevity? Who are they? Are they documented? Well, we're a 17-year-old company. We got 2 headquarters, San Diego and Boston. We're a publicly traded company. You can see our stock symbol there, YGYI. We've been written up in many news journals. We got celebrity endorsements from many different celebrities who believe in our products and talk about our company because they believe in what we stand for and where we're going. And we've got a founder that is the industry legend when it comes to nutrition. This man has been published 75 times in medical and scientific journals on an international scale, and his lecture, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, which you may have heard, has over 150 million copies in circulation. He sold over 100 million cassettes and CDs of that lecture. It's unbelievable. Many other companies use his lecture to promote nutrition, awareness, and education because it's that good. Well, he is our leader of our company. He's the founder of our company, and he founded this to fill a purpose, not for financial gain. He was already very well off financially before he started this company. He's a licensed doctor and veterinarian, 35 years of practical experience using these formulas that we now market through our company to treat patients. He's used these products and these formulations, and now we have access to them, can take them to consumers. We are a great company. We've got a science advisory board that helps formulate these products, extensive experience. We've also got an athletic advisory board with some of your professional teams, trainers are on our board, and former professional athletes are on our board, and scientists, of course, are on our board. So great products. But Dr. Wallach said something. He said what you eat, can affect your health, of course, but what you don't eat is actually can be more harmful for you than what you do eat. He found that there's 90 essential nutrients every single one of us need. And this is what we believe. We believe in this 90 for life, that you need these 90 elements for the rest of your life. And if you consider yourself healthy already today, Dr. Wallach says you still need these 90 for life, just to make sure you're getting the proper nutrition on a daily basis. And what he found through his studies is you need these 90 essential nutrients. And over 40 years of clinical research. This isn't someone who read a magazine on nutrition and said, oh, antioxidants are good for you, let's put them in our product. He's the man who did the research to prove antioxidants were good for you. He proved folic acid was needed to bring birth defects down. He proved essential fatty acids were good for your heart. He's gotten FDA claims. And he's confirmed these 90 nutrients, these deficiencies link to health issues. So you don't want to be deficient in these nutrients, because he's been able to prove the lack of those nutrients leads to things like diabetes, high blood pressure, where our medical doctors will say it's because we're eating too much eggs or we're eating too much salt. Or all that. He's been able to say, even if you do all that right, if you're deficient in nutrients, you're going to have high blood pressure. Even if you exercise, you're going to have high blood pressure or diabetes or other things, because your nutrition in these vitamins, minerals, amino acids, or fatty acids. Those are what make up the 90. Now, he decided to organize this Healthy Start Pack that you see, those 3 products, to bring these 90 nutrients, and they're the core of our company. The last bullet point, the very core of Youngevity's philosophy, our belief is you need these 90 nutrients. Everything else is secondary. If you're not getting these 90, you are inviting disease into your house, called your body. If you're getting these 90, you're preventing disease from entering your body. This is where the most important, the foundation is in those 90 nutrients. Now, the other thing he said about these 90 nutrients, especially the minerals, is out of the 60 minerals, you can't just get minerals out of the soil and consume them and expect to digest and have them bioavailable to your body. He was able to prove that plant-derived minerals are what you need. They're highly absorbable by the body, and they're in a form that our bodies can digest and assimilate. Where if we eat soil, we eat calcium out of the ground, we don't have access to much of it. We only absorb about 5 to 10% of that calcium. And that's what you're finding at Costco and GNC, where we have plant-derived minerals. So the plant, the apple tree, if you will, pulls the magnesium and the calcium out of the ground, the soil, through the root system into the apple. We eat the apple, we get the calcium and magnesium, etc., in a plant-derived form. It's been changed. The molecule is changed. So if you're not getting plant-derived minerals, you're not even absorbing them. What happens is your urine will change colors and you won't feel a difference. But you eat our nutrition, we've got all plant-derived minerals, and we've got all 90 that you need, and it's amazing the stories we have. And whoever shared this with you can tell you more stories, from diabetes benefits to blood pressure to heartburn to fibromyalgia to Crohn's disease to lupus to heart aneurysms, heart disease, people with 25% heart function, and they're on the heart transplant list, to taking this nutrition, to getting off the transplant list. See, the body can do amazing things. Arthritis, bone and joint, hip replacement surgeries being put off and then not needed, because our bodies can rebuild a lot of what it needs if you're giving them the micro and macronutrients that it needs. If you don't give them these 90 essentials, it will not rebuild the joint and cartilage. But if you do, it's amazing what the body can do. So you got to give your body these 90 for life. Now, we've got over 1,000 products in our company, and we've got many other divisions besides just nutrition, and besides this 90 for life. We've got mineral makeup. Like Dr. Wallach says, if you can't eat your mineral makeup, you shouldn't put it on your skin. We've got healthy mineral makeup, organic hair products and skin products, and organic foods and cheeses. We've got organic drinks, and we've got all these other products as well. But the foundation of our company is this 90 for life. Heck, we've even got digital scrapbooking, and we've got clothing lines. We've got other products because a lot of people in business for themselves want to sell other things. But our focus is what you're looking at on the screen right now, the 90 for life and the Healthy Start Pack. Now, there's other packs. We're not meant to be nutritionalists, so the doctors and the scientists and the advisors came up with these 6 packs that go in addition to the Healthy Start Pack. Weight loss, there's a couple other products added. Athletic pack, more sports drinks added. Do you know that when you're sweating out anywhere between 50 and 70 major nutrients? And if you drink Gatorade, they're giving you 3 back. If you drink Powerade, they're giving you 5 back. Or if you drink water, you're not getting any of them back except water. You drink our Rebound, you're getting 75 minerals back in your body when you drink our sports drink. And if mineral deficiency leads to disease and exercise is sweating minerals, can you see how actually exercise can be harmful if you're not supplementing right? And it is, and Dr. Wallach has proven that as well as his board. And that's why we have the athletic pack, and that's why they came up with this Rebound sports drink product. Digestion pack for people with Crohn's disease or heartburn or lower irritable bowel syndrome. We got a sugar pack for people with diabetes, joint pack for arthritis and people with joint issues, especially those with back issues. Even people with ringing in the ears and they're starting to get osteoporosis. Man, get on this bone and joint pack. Brain and heart pack, people with blood pressure, etc. So we've got packs as well. And we also know that when you own a business for yourself, people are moved sometimes not about getting healthy, but by winning contests. So they came up with something called the Healthy Body Challenge that you get to promote. And people in this challenge are going out there to challenge themselves to get in better shape, maybe get off their pharmaceutical medication, but they're all getting a Healthy Start Pack. So in the end, we're still getting them the 90, and they go forward and compete, and they can win prizes and cash and shopping sprees, and you can see the results there. These are real people, real customers, and real representatives of I've met just about every one of those people, and they've won nice awards and gotten in great shape in a short period of time. So you can get out and you can refer this Healthy Body Challenge or refer the 90 for life. And if you refer that Healthy Start Pack to 3 people in 1 month, your next month is free. So that Healthy Start Pack, by the way, costs about $4 a day, $120 a month. And it's shipped free to your home if you're on auto ship. That's pretty darn cool. And you know what's neat about that? If you refer 3 people this month, your next month's free. So you can actually, a customer can get free product while they're in this challenge just by inviting others to take the challenge with them. Why not lose weight? Why not get fit? Why not gain energy? Why not get healthy? Why not get off those pharmaceutical drugs? And when you refer 3, your next month is free. So this has all been based about being a customer or taking the challenge. But then there's people who look at this slideshow because they want to earn money in a business. And as I said at the beginning, there's a tremendous income opportunity that's available here. And if you want to promote this Healthy Body Challenge and the 90 for Life mission and the Youngevity movement, we're going to allow you to take advantage of some wealth compensation philosophies that you're probably not getting at your job. I didn't get them when I worked at General Motors. Thank God these were offered to me, and I was able to get out of General Motors years ago and work for my home and make my own hours. So first one is residual or royalty income. It just means getting paid today off work you did a long time ago and getting paid a long time from now on work you do today, so that you don't have to keep creating new production every month. Basically what happens is Youngevity is going to pay you on a customer that you bring them for the life of that customer. If someone uses this product every month for 10 years, you get paid for 10 years. If they use it for 50 years, you get paid 50 years. Pretty darn cool. I'm getting paid today off customers that I introduced years ago. Years ago. Other people's efforts. Well, that's a wealth principle that employers have. Employers have what? Employees. Employees don't have employers. Well, employers also have headaches and risk. And they got to build offices and headquarters and payroll systems and employees and human resource departments and all that stuff. So there's a lot of effort to have other employees' efforts. But not in our company. We allow you to have the efforts of other people. See, we'll allow you to go out and build your own team of authorized agents for Youngevity, giving them their own income opportunity. Let's look at Century 21 as an example. Century 21, a real estate company, you could be a broker with them and go out and invite others to be an agent and sell homes. And you get paid off every home that team sells. But you got to be a broker. It means you got to be licensed a certain way. You got to be in the business a certain amount of time, invest a certain amount of money, make certain things available to those agents. It's a lot of headaches, but you do get paid off every house sold. Not a bad gig. Well, we're very similar. We allow you to build a team like that without any of the financial responsibility of that. You're giving them the opportunity to be an authorized agent. And guess what? We give them the same opportunity we give you. They can build their own team. And it's a connected community of people, a compensated community, just like Facebook, just like Twitter. It started with a few, who told a few, who told a few, who told a few. Now they've got these valuable networks. I introduced many people, probably thousands, to Facebook by introducing 40 or 50. Who introduced 40 or 50? Who introduced 40 or 50? I didn't get paid a dime for it. Youngevity says, hey, you build a network, you create a viral ripple effect with us, and that becomes other people's efforts because as they talk about our company, we're going to pay you. And what happens is you don't just get paid residual on your customers, but if you build a team and who builds a team, who builds a team, who builds a team, you get paid on all of it. Pretty darn cool. You can start making money on the efforts of other people. And then we've also got revenue sharing once you reach a certain level of our company and stock options. Halfway up our rank advancements, you start getting stock options in this publicly traded company. Pretty darn cool. Now, when you get started, there's two different ways that you get started in the business. One is $10 and a healthy start pack. Costs you about $130, and you are an authorized agent to earn money in our company. You can earn residual income and other people's efforts. And the way it works is when you introduce someone new to our business, you're going to get 30% of their first month's sales or production or purchase, whether they're a customer or a representative. You get 30% of their first month up to a certain amount. So in this case, let's say everyone just got a healthy start pack. You'd make about $33 on each one of these three people here. Okay, you introduce three, you make $100 in commissions, and you got $115 in product credit. Remember we said earlier, if you introduce three this month, next month you get your healthy start pack free, which is about $115. Pretty cool. You're getting that free. So you got about a $215 value by introducing three people to this business who all got a healthy start pack, and they can be representatives or customers. It doesn't matter. You get that 30%. And you want to introduce more than three, go ahead. Introduce 5, 10, 20, doesn't matter. Every time you introduce someone new during their first month, you get 30%. 10 years from now, you introduce a new person. You get 30% on their first month's production. Then every month thereafter, you get a lower percent, and that amount is 8%. So let's say you introduce 4 people who became distributors or agents in this company. That'd be your level 1 distributors. Just like in Facebook, your 4 friends that you first introduced, or Twitter, your 4 friends that you first shared with. You get 8% every single month on their personal production. So, and now they have the same opportunity as you, remember. So they can go out and introduce people, and let's say they each introduce 4. You now have 16. Again, this viral ripple effect is starting to happen. You got 16 distributors now on your level 2. You get 8% on them as well. Same $150 in business volume, let's say. You just got a 400% raise, and you didn't introduce those 16 people. The 4 you introduced did. That's true other people's efforts. And this is residual as well, meaning month over month over month. For the life of those 16 people's customers, you're going to get that 8% for life. See how this starts to grow? And what if level 2 did the same? And level 3 and level 4 and level 5? We pay through infinity, but you can get up to 8-level compensation plan pretty quick, and then even through infinity. But you see what happens there. If everyone just keep introducing 4, with our compensation plan, you're earning over 61 grand through 6 levels. Now that's monthly residual income. Now, we're not saying you're going to make $61,000 a month. That just shows how the numbers grow. But by the way, there are people in this company who do make that money. Very rare, but it's possible. You could start in Century 21 tomorrow and make $1 million with them next year. And you can start with us and make $1 million next year. Doesn't mean you will, doesn't mean it's probable, but it is possible. I cannot start at General Motors and make $1 million next year. Not possible. Not in my lifetime. But I can here. So, in fact, the person who introduced me to this company does. That's pretty darn cool. But even if you fail that by 90% and you're making $6,100 per month, you don't have 4,000 people on level 6, you only have 400. You don't have 1,000 on level 5, you only have 100. You don't have 250 on level 4, you only have 25. You do all the things the same, you fail that by 90%, guess what? You're still making $6,000 a month, residual. What if you were making what you make in your current job, but you didn't have to go there every day? In fact, what if you were only making $1,000 extra a month? What would you do with this month's $1,000 if you know there's going to be another 1,000 next month, and 12 months from now there'll be another 1,000? What are you going to do with this month's $1,000? That is pretty darn cool. How you can get out of debt, how you can pay for college. My son, who's 22, and he's got 2 years of college to go, is busting his backside right now in this business because he says, Dad, I don't want you to pay for my college. I want to pay through it through sweat equity. I'm earning my own scholarship right now. And he's earning residual in this company, and he's trying to earn more and more to pay for his whole college. That's not bad. Not bad at all that you can do that and teach that. That's great character to have. But that's the first way to start. Again, was $10. Remember I said there's 2 ways? The other way is what we call the CEO Mega Pack, and it's $499. It's the maximum. You get $500 worth of product, first of all those samples you see there, and you get 2 healthy start packs. Plus, you get the formatted business model and the CEO training. You're eligible for a car allowance of $300 to $1,000 a month. You're eligible for stock options. You're eligible for infinity bonuses. See that bullet point that says infinity bonuses? That will be probably 50 to 60% of your income for your first year or two. And it's only available for CEOs. So if you're not a CEO, you don't get that. So we highly recommend you become a CEO. The only reason I wouldn't say be a CEO is if you just don't have the money. Put it on a credit card if you have to. Find a way to be a CEO is what we say. You get to decide on your own. Either way is fine with us. But there's so many advantages to be CEO. In fact, we earn more money on you if you choose not to start CEO. So for your benefit, we recommend CEO. It's the best way to take advantage of being a business owner. Now, let's say you introduce 3 people to this business who became CEOs. Not everyone will, but when you introduce a CEO, you make $133 when they become a CEO because they bought $500 worth of product. So $399 in commission on the far left there, that's because you introduced 3 CEOs. $133 each would be $399. But remember what we already talked about. If you introduce 3 in 1 calendar month, who get the Healthy Start Pack or more, you get $115 in product credits. So next month, you won't have to pay for your Healthy Start Pack. Not bad. You get $514 in value. You started and invested $500, which is a tax write-off, by the way, and you're now in business. So you get tax advantages, which are really cool, and they're not expensive to get an accountant to help you with that. It's really simple. But you'll save money in your taxes just because you're in this business, and your positions start making a lot of money. It's really, really wise. But really, it really gets great. Remember I said infinity bonuses? You get those on your 4th and on. If you're a CEO and you reach regional marketing director, which is just when you've introduced 3, you start climbing our company ladder, if you will. You start making more when you introduce people. But not only do you earn more, you see what you get there. Instead of $133, you can get all the way up to $320 senior vice chairman earn when they introduce someone who starts CEO. But what's really neat is when let's say you're a vice presidential marketing director in the middle there, and you introduce someone new, you make $270 if they choose to start as a CEO. Pretty cool, right? But what's more cool is on that person, that new person, their entire team, forever, through infinity, you're now going to get $140 on every CEO. Anywhere between 15 on the far left there to 190, you get on your teams through infinity that you do not, I'm going to repeat, that you do not get cut out on. And it's paid through unlimited levels. So look at senior executive there, the 3rd one over. We're going to show you a way to reach that rank by the end of your 1st calendar month. And if you're there, and it's very doable, many people do, you would then be earning $230 every time you introduce a new CEO and $100 through infinity on anyone they brought in through infinity. So again, you introduce me. Let's say you're a senior executive and you introduce me. You make $230 if I'm a CEO. Not everyone's going to be a CEO, but let's say I am. $230. But now me and my team, through infinity, everyone I introduce, and they introduce, and they introduce, and they introduce, you get $100 on all the CEOs. What if my team just had 10 CEOs start this month? That's $1,000 you'd make just on that $100 bonus if you introduce me once you're a senior exec and I start building a team and 10 people start CEO, you get $1,000. What if I had 20, 30, 40 start? What if I had 10 a week? Making $1,000 a week just on that bonus, just on an infinity bonus. Again, it's only available to people who are CEOs. So that's why we encourage you to start CEO. If you don't get this, the person who introduced you does. They want you to get it. So we want you to be positioned for this bonus. We've got 10 other ways, or 10 ways in total that we're paid. As you grow through our compensation plan, you get them all. Again, infinity bonus number 6 there, as I already talked about. Car bonuses, dream car giveaway, where it's not just a car bonus, they give you the car. Revenue sharing, where you get a piece of the entire company's revenue. As I record this now, we're at about 120, 130 annualized revenue in million, 120, 130 million annualized revenue. Stock options. I've been given stock options in this company. Many other people have. It's a very cool publicly traded company. But our car bonus is the easiest in the industry to qualify for. When you're doing $5,400 in monthly volume, you can literally qualify for a $300 car allowance. That's not a lot. The lowest I know of is $12,000 in volume. You get $300. We give $300 when you're doing $5,400 in volume. That is pretty darn cool. And you pick whatever car you want. It's called the Silver Mercedes bonus, but you can use it on your current car. You can use it on a moped, or you can use it to pay for your school books. That's what my son's looking to do. Pay for his rent with this $300 car allowance. So call it what you will, but you can do whatever you want with it. We also got other recognition, and people move for recognition. Dream vacations, magazines we're in, video going around all over, showing people on videos. I mean, you can get yourself recognized here. Really cool. Championship rings, blazers, awards. Why not get recognized for doing good things? And we believe people will work for recognition and love recognition, and we like recognizing people. And most importantly, we've got a documented system. See, it doesn't matter how great our company is, our industry, our products, any of that, if you don't know what to do. So we've got tools. So you don't have to be an expert. You can get in and plug into our proven training just like a franchise. You could start a McDonald's tomorrow and succeed because of their system. Doesn't matter who you are. You can start in our business tomorrow and succeed because of our system. Doesn't matter who you are. Just follow the proven system. So as a summary, we've got a big business potential without the risk. We're in a large growing industry. We've got a documented public company, very strong company. Founder is unbelievable. We've got proven products with a proven history. We've even got FDA claims on some of our nutrients because of our doctor. That's pretty darn cool. Wealth principles are available through our compensation plan. It's not like we got to work 40 years and 40 hours a week and then retire. I mean, you get paid now, and you can get paid for life residually. My father earns over $4,000 a month residual in this company. And he worked in corporate America, GM, 30 years. And he was a vice president of a company for another 10 after that. And those retirement incomes that he gets, those pensions that he gets from those companies are less than what he's getting from Youngevity's residual income here. What if he would have started this 40 years ago instead of a few? So it's a great residual income. Wealth principles are good. That residual income and other people's efforts are pretty darn cool. And the proven step-by-step system makes it possible for you. But regardless of what we say, doesn't matter what you see on that summary, how good all that is, we may not be for you. You got to believe what we believe. Do you believe people want to be in business for themselves? Do you believe that most would if they didn't have the risk and if they could be proven, or if they could follow a proven system? Do you believe if 9 out of 10 didn't fail, they may go for it? Yeah, we do too. Do you believe that people would love to work from home rather than having to go to an office? We do too. Do you believe that nutrients can do for the body what medicine can do if you find the right nutrients and you know what you're doing? We do too. After all, most medicine is made from nutrients. So we do too. We believe that, and our doctor's proven that. God gave us bodies that can do some amazing things. So we believe the 90 for life are important. We believe plant-derived is important. We believe wealth principles like residual income and other people's efforts. If people can get that, they can create freedom for themselves. We believe that. And we believe you give them a proven system, they can succeed and will succeed. And they will want to help others. And they will be a teammate to the people in their team. So you don't get paid if you introduce me and I fail. You get paid if you introduce me and I succeed. You get paid a percentage of my success. So you want to help me succeed. And guess what? The people who introduce you want to help me succeed. And the people who introduce them want to help me succeed. And the people I introduce, I want to help succeed. And so do you. It's one team, one dream. We believe all this. You don't have to, but we do. And that's why our company grew from 86 million in annualized sales last year to over 120 annualized sales this year. That's almost a 50% growth in 1 year. That's pretty darn cool. And where are we going this year? Even more. And in your city, we're probably ground floor. 5 years from today, everyone will know who Youngevity is. Today, very few do, and that's good. We're opening overseas. We've already opened many other countries, but we may not be for you. You got to decide that. We're looking for leaders to help us lead and develop areas. And that's what my focus is, and that could be the focus of the person who introduced you. Part-time money, great. Helping people with their health, great. And helping find leaders who want to help lead and develop an area and earn significant money for doing so is what we're focused on right now. But regardless, there's 3 categories of people. Some will say, you know what? I'll take the challenge. I'll be a customer. Others say, hey, I'll refer it even to get free product. I'll take the challenge and refer it. Maybe I'll win a free trip and maybe I'll win some stuff. I'll get in shape and I'll refer it to people and get free product. That's great. But the third type says, man, I want to be a business owner with this. I want to be a representative. I want to take it, promote it, and everything. And I want to get paid. I believe in this stuff. If everything what you're saying about the product is true, man, why wouldn't I promote it? And that's who we're looking for. We want to help you with your health as a customer. We want to help you refer others as a customer and win that challenge. We'll help everybody. Get with the person who introduced you to this slideshow and let them know whether you're 1 as a customer, a 2 a referring customer, or 3 you want to be a representative with this business. And again, it doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. 5 years from today, Youngevity will be a household name. The question will be, are you next? Are you going to take advantage of this? We don't know. We'll see, and you get to make that decision. We thank you again for watching this slideshow. Say God bless you, and I look forward to meeting you in person.